Cranked up the volume too high there. All right. So yesterday we started up Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. It's my first time ever playing through this game. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play a Legacy of Kain game before, so it's cool to be experiencing. We're slowly making our way through the series. We've beat Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, Soul Reaver. Now we're working on Soul Reaver 2. We're halfway through the series. We got all the way up through, we got through 3 temples. We got through the dark, the light, then the wind. I was like, are there more than that? We got through 3. I don't know how many elemental temples we're gonna end up going through. The only thing I can think is there was early on right after I think it is, right after you get to the pillars, there's like a swimming area you went through, and I remember seeing the wind vents there, so maybe we're gonna go there. Maybe that's our like next destination. We have to time travel again, so maybe we're going back through the swamp to like break a door or something. The game has been... The writing is good. The story is well done. That's something that the Legacy of Kain games have pretty much always done well, is good writing. But man, the game's a bit sluggish and sometimes unresponsive. And I think it's... I looked up and there was like a setting I could change in the NVIDIA control panel. So I turned that on. I don't know if that's gonna make it like any better, but I was getting some like weird dropped inputs yesterday and there was a lot of frame stuttering. Something like this shouldn't be frame stuttering, so hopefully that fixed it. It seemed like that was the suggestion. I haven't gone in and checked it out. I usually do, so we'll have to see if that actually helped at all. I hope it did. I hope that it helped. Yeah, so we have 3 elements. We're in Ushtenheim. We just finished up whatever the wind temple was, and I made my way back into here. It seems by and large a lot of combat's avoidable. This doesn't seem... The first game felt a lot like The Legend of Zelda. This game doesn't. This game feels like, okay, you go get a power, then you move on to the next temple, kind of thing. Like a lot more linear versus the first game. Alright. I was having like weird issues with the jump and the glide not working well. Okay. They're usually pretty patient, right? Yep. All right. They closed the gates for whatever reason. Yep, okay. I did not find a way, however, to like brighten the game. We are just trying to make our way back into the swamp area. Where am I going? Forward still. Got it. I sure hope I went the right way and not the wrong way. I don't know if this feels correct or not. Can I swim? No? Where do we go? Oh no. Can't see. Great. All right, now we can kind of see where I have to go, maybe? To slowly climb up. Ah, there we go. Maybe? Can't tell. Yes? Die! This is correct. Huh. You know what? We'll at least get... I don't want darkness. I want wind. think I want to go down? Yeah, that's what I want to go through, is this. I need wind, though. Is that it? There we are? Is this it? No, that looks like light to me. Yeah, that's light. I need to find a wind font to get through that. Uh-huh. So fun. We gotta find a font. All right. That might be it right there. There we go, I think, right by the save here. Yep, there we go. What a fun creature to fight. Alright, so we have to make our way back. I don't know what way is back. Yeah, this is it. Is it though? A save? Probably, right? Okay. Let's go. Frame rate does seem to be more stable. I haven't noticed as many as the issues I was noticing yesterday. Okay, I threw that into the wall. Good for me. Oh. Alright, now, what do we suppose this is going to do? I think we have to, like, fly across there, huh? Somehow. Oh, how high can we get? Perfect. I can totally see what I'm doing too, so this is great. It doesn't look like there was anything up there though. So this was supposed to be one of Mobius's like time traveling places. But oh. Probably right there, huh? Oh, hey, look.
I had no choice but to act purely on blind faith. There was no way to tell what error this device was tuned to, and I had neither the knowledge nor the means to set the machine myself. I hesitated only briefly. Then, throwing the switch, I hurled myself into oblivion and relinquished my will to the hand of fate.
You know, the game is written in an interesting way in the fact that it's kind of like a book. You know, Raziel's talking in third person, explaining what he's doing as he's doing in it. You know, like, your brain can kind of fill in the details of, like, what's happening, but he's, like, telling you what's happening. It's kind of an interesting way for the game to proceed with, you know, storytelling. I thought maybe we would like actually be able to time travel and go back and forth between like the eras ourselves, you know, to get some like interesting exploring and stuff like that done, but no. That's not it. Now, I'm assuming we went into the past. I'm gonna put this down. Activate you, and I'm gonna insert you. So who knows? We might need it. I'm gonna guess we have to break the wall again. It slid open. It's a light.
Beyond all hope and against all probability, it seemed that the device had unerringly delivered me to the era I sought. For these were Sarafan banners, and these vampires apparently the victims of their crusade. The coincidence seemed too convenient to naively ascribe to fate. But whether my opportune arrival had been orchestrated by Mobius or some other influence, I didn't know. If Janos Ordrin still lived, I would find him. But I was wary of further deception and resolved to tread carefully.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna find here. I could go down. I don't want to go back. Hi, Darby. How are you? Happy today. There we go. Happy today. How you doing? Yes, it's a day. Oops, shouting. You meant to shout. That's alright. You wanted to yell at me, and that's cool. Maybe. See, the reason why I wanted to come down here was because of this. I wanted to do that. Here's my sword. And I wanted to go do the other one too. If that's at all possible. How am I? I'm alright. I overslept because I didn't turn my alarm clock on, so that's alright. So unlike most of the times, I actually kind of feel somewhat well rested, which is a weird feeling. One that I'm not used to. You know? Oops, but yeah. Other than that, I mean, like, I feel okay other than that. It's just unfortunate. I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to, like, not turn my alarm on. Like, there are some evenings where, like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep in today, you know, but that was... No, it still dropped my input there. Well, I didn't solve it. That sucks. The game's running smoother, though. You're sort of on time still? Nah, I'm late. I'm definitely late. At the end of the day, it really comes down to the fact that I think I just need to get to bed sooner. My body's just been like, nah, you don't need to go to sleep yet. And that's not fun. Like, you could be asleep, but you don't want to go to sleep. And I'm like, yes, I do. And my body's like, no. No, you don't. You don't want to be asleep. You could be, but you don't really want to be. That's a lot. Because I do want to be. Yeah, I wanted to come back here and talk to the tentacle monster and see if he had anything to say. This is probably all wrong. We probably have to go back. The game kind of was like pushing me in a direction, but really. Stop it! Yeah, that's what I thought. This was wrong. Alright, well. That's cool. Back we go. I was up doom scrolling for like 4 hours after getting 1.5 hours of sleep, so that was fun. No, that's not fun. At this point, I need to sleep in shifts. Gotta find a way that, because it's not healthy, dude. Like, getting to sleep for like 2 hours and then taking like a 2-hour nap, like that's gonna cause like all kinds of issues. The not fun ones. Like anxiety and short temper and depression and all the bad things. Lack of sleep has like really gnarly effects. Stuff that you don't realize. That's the thing. Like, you think that you're normal, but you're not. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm normal, I'm fine. Like, I only get a couple hours of sleep, yeah, so what? But in reality, your brain's going like, no. I'm gonna make you feel the consequences of this. Wasn't letting me go forward anymore. Weird. In very fun and unforeseen ways. My point being is, sleep. Oh, over here. Yeah, I did this all wrong. The game didn't glide there. I'm just glad that we had the distance to make that. Holy crap. But there's no darkness font around. Why? It's a me thing, apparently. Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm doing anything different. Like, I'm jumping, I'm hitting A, and then I'm holding it down. I clearly know how to glide. Like, I'm doing it. I'm constantly doing it. But somehow, it just doesn't do it sometimes. It's not like I don't know what button to hit. It's the fucking A button. You jump, and then you hit, then you tap the A button again, and you hold it down. And for whatever reason, sometimes it works, and sometimes it fucking doesn't. Alright. I don't know what to do here. I can't get back across that. I can. Let's go. You don't need the bridge. Hell yeah. I thought I screwed myself. Genuinely thought I screwed myself. I didn't. I anti-screwed myself. I de-screwed. Unscrewed. This is great. I also like the fact that we're moving somewhat normally through the water here. That's good. Normally I can get back to sleep, but no, she'll be right. She won't be though. That's the problem. I like the fact that my eyes don't have to do this and hurt right now. By squinting really hard, trying to concentrate really hard on seeing. Because it's pitch black. This is great. This is visible. I love being able to see things. This is one of my favorites. Seeing stuff's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, seeing stuff's pretty cool. Alright, so I went completely the wrong way for no particular reason, so that was good. I just remembered seeing those, like, wind things down there, and I thought maybe we could do something with them, but we didn't. My two new Tamagotchi morphed into the same damn thing, which is very annoying. You'll have to murder one of them then, I guess, huh? So it's not the same thing, right?
For all the butchery of Mobius's crusade, this massacre was somehow more chilling. The killing fields of the Sarafan betrayed a kind of orderly ruthlessness, the cold-blooded righteousness of the true believer.
That's the plan. How did you end up with two of the same? Were you like identically taking care of the ones? What isn't the idea behind Tamagotchi that if you like don't take care of them well or differently, you'll get different ones? I don't know how Tamagotchi works. Is what I'm driving at there. Hey Moxie, how you doing, homie? No, we're not going there. And that's where I just came through. So I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. Eating a pecan tart? Dude, that sounds great. I love tarts. Your butt smells tart. Check 1. Your butt smells tart. Check 2. Your butt smells tart. Cereal? What does that mean? I don't know. I literally don't know. Someone said it to me as a child, and I've said it ever since. It sounds funny. Alright, I'm silly. You're silly. Ah. My dude. My man figured out my weakness, punching me repeatedly before I can swing my sword because they're faster than me. I did different things, but they still ended up the same. I cared too much. Isn't that always the problem, Darby? You just care too much. Also, I had to leave the room and didn't hear a thing, so yay. I don't know what you needed to hear, though. It's probably good you didn't hear anything. I probably said something bad. I sang a song about butt smelling tart. That was pretty good. And what other horrible things did I do? Oh, here we go. I knew there had to be like a wind-oriented thing there. Yeah, you don't go straight up just because you hold RB. That's not how it works. It would be nice if that's how it worked, but it's not. You thought it was funny, but it's not.
By all that is holy!
Here at last, in the flesh, I beheld my former brothers in arms, the warrior priests of the Sarafan Order, their lives devoted solely to the annihilation of the vampire plague. And while I confess, I felt a twinge of longing, a pang of grief for what I had believed was my lost virtue, I regarded them now with none of the reverence I formerly felt. For I had seen the human face of the vampires, and now I beheld the monstrousness of these men.
And I get to murder them? Okay. My man's got a sword. I want that sword. Okay, I don't want the sword. I want the... I want the stabby thing. Is better. The pokey thing. I'm trying, Ebony. I'm trying real hard to beat him up. How you doing? It's a trident? It's a bident. It's got like wings to stab with. It's got stabbing wings. Oh, I know how to deal with these guys. Okay, I don't know how to deal with you. I do know how to deal with you.
Return to hell.
Bye!
Guard me, brothers!
God, me brothers! Ow! Let me suck on you, girl. Let me suck real good so that I can heal myself. Don't worry, it's not perverted. This is perfectly normal. It's a normal thing to say. Not weird at all. It's totally weird. It's not normal. No, I want my spear. Aww. It's a Joe Biden. Biden. It disappeared. I want that. I want this stupid dumb sword of dumbness. I don't want the sword of dumbness. Hi everyone, it's me, your friend, Raziel. Would you all like to go for pancakes? Who wants pancake? It's the Thundercat sword now. Oh. It said use every type of weapon to finish an enemy. So clearly I'm a skilled murderer. You see how nice of them? They just like let me run right by them. These guys are great.
Over there.
Here it comes.
There's another one.
I'm really good at fighting these guys, aren't I?
Get him.
Ow! Okay.
Guard me, brothers.
Return to hell.
I will go back to hell when you go there too. Oh.
Free your soul,
Lady,
demon.
come back here. Where'd you go?
Free your soul, demon.
Guard me, brothers.
Boing.
After my long journey, I finally stood on the threshold of enlightenment. For here was Janos Audrin's mountain retreat, intact and unblemished. The upheaval that would one day topple this ancient edifice had not yet occurred. And while I had no certainty that Janos still lived, this scene boded well, for I presumed that the collapse of the retreat must have followed the ancient vampire's demise. There was only one obstacle. How to reach the balcony suspended at that maddening height, so far beyond my reach.
Well, I have the
For
power
this
of
was
wind.
the architecture of winged creatures. The tattered ruins of my wings were of no use. I would need to devise some other means into that mountain.
I got little flappies. The new Witcher trailer with Thor's brother is awful. Witcher? Thor? There's no Thor in The Witcher. You're awful. The Witcher's amazing. Don't be mean. Mean. Being mean. Harvey's being
Come here, you
mean.
devil.
Thor's brother, oh, you mean for the TV show? Yeah, the TV show, that's stupid. The TV show was never good. It was always bad. Always bad. Uh-oh. Interesting. I can swim underwater? Do I want to swim underwater? Maybe? I don't know. Probably not. Yes? Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised about that. I thought you meant like the game.
Get him.
Return to hell.
I tend to forget that that was a thing, you know? I think it's better that we all forget that there was a TV show about The Witcher. I think it just makes us all happier. We just pretend that didn't exist, you know?
Return to hell.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, maybe that's why there was, when we were in the past, or future, we were in the future, we're in the past now. I was wondering what this font was for. Maybe we'll have a reason for it now. I thought the girls played okay. They should have just had the show for the final season. No, they should have canceled the show after the first godforsaken season happened. They should have been like, nobody needs this kind of horror in their life. And then just deleted it from the internet and then pretended it didn't happen. That's what they should have done. But they didn't for some reason. And then we were blighted and poisoned for multiple years afterwards that they continued that trash. That travesty to fantasy. I like Henry Cavill, but even he couldn't save that garbage. It's such a hot mess. It's so sad too. There's a decent story being told there. Is it the most greatest written fiction of all time? No. But it's better than whatever they came up with for the TV show. I don't know what they were thinking. They really screwed that up something fierce, and it's really disappointing. I don't know how you mess something up like that so bad. I'm thinking I want to go over there to over here, but I don't know how I can get over here. Can I just jump up there? I don't think I could jump up there. That looks too high, doesn't it? Yeah. Greed? I honestly don't think it was greed, though. My understanding is the people that they hired on to the TV show, like the writers and stuff like that they hired on, didn't actually like The Witcher. So they thought to themselves that they were going to create something better. They were going to use the source material and have like the basic idea of it, but then they themselves were going to create a better version of The Witcher. That's my understanding of what transpired. But that's not what your like core base. Your core base is going to be the man-eating bug. Okay. You get it. You get it. The core base of your audience is going to be the fans of, you know, the books and the game. And they veered so far, so hard in the first season. And the first season also was a jumbled mess in the way they presented it. They were like skipping timelines and jumping around, but not telling the viewer what was happening. So it was just, I mean, just from like a pure viewing standpoint, I can't tell you how many people I talked to about it, and they were like, yeah, I didn't understand until like the last episode that they were like jumping timelines and stuff like that. It didn't make sense, and I was like, yeah, that was really badly done. It was just a hot mess. The TV show was just a hot freaking mess. Maybe there's somewhere we swim underwater. Oh, I could go into the dark realm too. You know, I always forget about that. I'm gonna go over here. And yeah, let's see if there's something we could do in the spirit realm here. How do I get in there? I'm gonna put my weapon down. Yeah. Maybe? Sometimes things get lowered. You know, they like morph the environment. I think I'm trying to get up there. Oh, all right. Cool. All right, so that's a wind font that's up here. That's great. It doesn't actually help me. And now I need to find a way to get back up there, because I think it disables that. What happens if I go in the water? Oh, there's a pool here. Okay, interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen like a return in the water before. Thought maybe we were gonna like walk through the ice thing and there was gonna be like a secret passage up. Like, oh, you'll enter in through the underwater cave. No, that's not it. I guess. Just I'd just be confused then, I guess. I don't see anywhere else that would like give me wind or anything. You can't get, like, we're really limited in, like, the places I could go here. Yeah, that's, like, too high. Like, I could never get... Oh, shit. What?
Over there! Return to hell!
Okay, I didn't think I'd be able to jump that high with that, but that still doesn't answer, like, where the hell I go. I just walked right on top of that. Yeah, I still have no idea where the hell we go here. Yeah, there's only so high that'll bring you. There's something I shoot? Can't see. I don't see like a place I can climb. That was the only wind thing here. What am I missing? Something simple, right? I can't get up there. There's no place to climb, I don't think. I feel like the only place I would...
Return to hell.
Damn. Destroyed that dude. Yeah, that's like the only spot that... Jumping on that. Doesn't help that you can't see well underwater. I also can't move the camera underwater. How you doing, Flip? It doesn't help that you can't like see super well down here. Maybe I don't need to be underwater.
Mega
Chillin'. The Afro man stole my money.
Thanks for the tip. I don't get a notification for that, but thanks. I don't know why I don't get a notification, but I don't get a notification. You get to say things, which is cool, but I don't get to see any of it. Afro Man story? Why did Afro Man steal your money? That dude just be getting high. Afro Man forgot to do everything because he got high. Oh, hmm. All right. Ah, oh, yeah, I got you. I just overlooked that. Got it. Got it. When I saw that underwater, I went, that's the symbol for transferring realms. Oh, okay. Right, because we were underwater. I was trying to move the camera there and it wasn't letting me move it because we're underwater. You can't move the camera underwater for reasons. Alright. Alright, we figured it out. Is this ice? Okay, good. Okay. Alright, so there's an eyeball there. I see the fonts. They're not active? Geez, no. Let's look at this. I could probably break that wall if we had wind, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe kinda sorta? Let's see what we got going on here. Anything? No, but it looks like there's a wind font over there. It's probably easier to jump across where we were. Let's go try to grab that. Oh, there is the eyeball there, though. I wonder if it'll let me across. It will. Okay, perfect. Alright, go. Look what those bowls are for. Alright, let's go into the back of the cave here. Let's see if that's a wall we can break. Does look like a wall that I can break. It was. Oh, okay. And this just leads me back out. That's not helpful. At least for, I mean, that's our exit from this place. That's not helpful for now because that's not progress. Yes, it is. That actually is progress. We do have to go out here. I need the black element, the dark element.
Get him.
Need that. Because before we were only able to get there through going through the spirit realm, and now we can get back in without. So I could get the dark element, and we can use that to get by the eyeball. To get the chalice for reasons I don't quite understand yet. Okay. Yoink. And oh, I got like a couple blood. Okay. The Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl 17. The Bloodening.
Gross. Blood Bridge. So the Soul Reaver is really powerful, but you don't get any health back when you kill enemies. All right, so you did need to do what I just did. You did need to break the wall. You needed to go back out. You needed to grab the dark element. On the plus side, I haven't noticed. So yesterday we were getting a lot of like weird frame issues with the game, and according to the PC Gaming Wiki, if you change a setting in your NVIDIA control panel, it's the final setting for me. That was for Vulkan to DXGI. All the little stuttering and stuff should go away, and it did. I've not noticed any of that today, which is wonderful, because that was pretty annoying yesterday.
The mountain's interior was hollow, I discovered, and graced with soaring architecture unique to its creators. As with the outer facade, these balconies and galleries could only be reached by those gifted with flight. With only my ruined wings to carry me, this towering labyrinth seemed impassable, while the object of my quest lay just beyond my grasp. For here, suspended at the apex of the chamber, was the threshold that surely led to the great vampire himself. I didn't know whether Janos Ordran was the monster depicted in the stronghold, or one of the noble creatures memorialized among the ruins of the ancient vampires. But I didn't care. Demon or angel, he alone held the key to my destiny.
You assume. He's just made this assumption the entire time. He saw a picture of him and he was like, that's the guy. Okay, that's light. Let's grab it. All right, we're imbued with light element. I like these dungeon things. They're more puzzle oriented. I mean, the last thing that we dealt with was just like find where the entrance is, but now we've got like puzzly thing. Ooh. Okay, so there's another cup. For real? What do you want me to do? This thing? It shows light there. All right, let's go look around. It doesn't do anything. I can't get over there. Fire to the font. My cup went back, and I'm not surprised. I need to figure out how to open that. What do you want from me then? All right, let's try that. Nothing there changed. Like, I thought it was pretty obvious. I was like, oh, they want me to use light here. Okay, cool. I could do that. And then I did. And maybe that's not what they wanted. Supposed to learn something from that? I'm not learning anything from it. I think it was fucked up before. I don't think we actually had light. It wasn't shooting the same thing before, was it? It's a shit fucking video game. Okay, but what does that do for me? That's annoying. So I went and picked up the light element, but apparently I wasn't shooting light. That's good. That's real good. That's nice. Okay, but what does that do for me? Both of those are lit up, right? Hmm. I guess that was it, right? Where'd my weapon go? There we go. So even though I used the font with my Soul Reaver, the game said, no you didn't. Leave that there. Which made me think I was doing something wrong. So, a bug. A fun little glitchy bug. Right? But we're good now. Everything's happy. We figured it out. Because the bottom left, right there, said that I had the light element. It was just we weren't shooting the light element for whatever reason. Okay, that's a pathway up, but something should appear to the left too, right? Okay, good. Yeah, we're figuring things out. The game bugged out a little bit, but we're figuring it out. We ran into a minor bug, which made me think that I was doing something wrong when I was actually doing it right. Alright. There was a lot of things to do, but let's maybe my next progress point is to get to that bowl. That is wrong way. Okay, we have wind. Let's get this blowy going. That's not helpful. Alright, we have to make sure we clear the path. Okay, there's another light one here. Let's see what else we have. You. Fuck me. Right, okay, so we need darkness to get through there. We gotta go all the way back down. Where'd it go? A really annoying enemy. It's lower than where you swing your sword horizontally, so you can't like directly hit it like that. And it backs up away from you. Really, really annoying enemy. Alright, so I need the dark element to get by that eyeball there. I think. Let's go get this. There has to be a dark font somewhere, right? Oh, well, we got that. Okay, no, I have to do that. That's actually wrong. We have to go back down again. I need to grab this. We need light. We got to make that bridge appear. Which is why they gave you this. Which sort of helps with the run back. So, what is on the other side of that? Is the dark font on the other side of that? It is. Ah, but we need blood. Alright. Bowl. And... yeah, I can't go that way. I have to go all the way back down? Really? No? Just right there? You know? What? Oh. No. What? There's a bowl of blood right there, but it's locked behind the door, and to open that door I need to kill the enemy, but I can't get to the enemy until I get to the dark font. What? Can I throw it? No. Can't jump over there. Huh. Yeah, the only thing I can think is that I gotta go back down. Can I get blood from this bowl? Ugh. Oh. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm in the stairs. That's fine. I thought I needed to do something like way worse than that. Once you put blood in the bowl, you can get more blood from the blood bowl. Gotcha. That may not even be a blood bowl across there. That might just be an empty chalice. Large bloodbath. Bloodbath bowl bloodbath. And another wind shortcut. Gotcha. And that's the next bowl we need to get to. Okay. We gotta get rid of the eye right up there. Alright. Enemy down. I don't know if the eye stays permanently gone or not. I can't move? Now I can move. Okay, weird. Go get another chalice. Let's go get another cup of blood. Do you have your blood goblet? No, Mother. I left it at home today. Well, you can't participate in the field trip then if you didn't bring your blood chalice. How many times do I have to remind you to bring your blood chalice to school? I'm sorry, Mom. I won't forget the blood chalice. No. I don't know what I was looking at up there. I need to go get the wind here. You gotta learn your lesson somehow. I know. I know. It's a teaching moment. This is a teaching moment. Do I jump over there? I mean, it actually did something. What does that do? Oh, it's wind then light? Why doesn't the wind get rid of it then? All right, maybe I just need the light to go through there. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go get light. Whee! Safe landing. Where am I? What am I doing? Oh, I came to the wrong side. I was like, where's the stairs? I got lost. I expected to see something else when I got there. Reaper, there's the thing in the way. And it's got a wind thing on it. Oh, fucking no. Guessing they want me to open that. Okay, that. Ah, I could do this though. Not to, oh. See? I can do it. It's a good game for its time and it's watchable now. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Right. Yeah, we got to get rid of that wind shield thing there. Don't know what I was doing wrong there, but I was doing something wrong. Oh, we get the wind down here. So there's something I have to do with this. Okay. I don't know what I did. I did something. I don't know what it was, but I did it. That's all that's important, is that I did it. Back to the spooky games. Yes, the spooky games are the now. I don't know that I would call the Legacy of Kain a scary game series, but it's like horror adjacent. We're not exactly playing horror games quite yet, but we're like getting in the spirit of playing horror games, right? That's kind of the idea. Like, we're not quite there with the horror games, but we're getting there. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I'll be back soon. I am not napping. You're going for a nap? Well, I hope you have a good nap, Darby. You don't have anything else you need to do today, like editing or anything like that? Alright, we did that one too. Okay, so now the question is, how do I get to the other side? I'm gonna go get ready for Raft. You're gonna go get ready for Raft? You're taking a nap, aren't you? That all sounds like I'm gonna go take a nap to me. That's like nap talk. You doing nap talk? I'm not. Bye, Darby. Enjoy your nap. I'm sorry, enjoy your not nap. We all believe that you are not going for a nap. Everyone believes that you're not napping. Gonna shower. Now, shh. I may just sleep in the shower out of spite. You know, I think the shower nap is a very good nap. I believe in the power of the shower nap. Alright, maybe we just jump over there. Like this. Alright, let's do that. Pick you up. And then put you in there. I thought maybe there would be a way that, like, led me into here, but I don't think that there is. I think we just did it that way. Morning cereal in the bowl. How goes the day? Is Gigabrain cereal figuring out Darby's sneaky not nap? No. She said she's not napping. I'm not napping. Usually I would around now. And don't get me wrong, I'd love to, but no. I will live off of 2 hours of sleep today. I got this. That's like half the amount of sleep that Darby normally gets. She's like, I live on 4 hours of sleep, which is crazy people talk. I don't see how people that do that. Like, if I don't get like a solid 10 hours of sleep every day, I'm a zombie. And let me tell you, I don't get 10 hours of sleep every day. Let's talk to people with my voice tonight. I'm not going to have issues with this at all. It's also really warm. So it's been actually really nice outside, but that also means that we don't have any sort of like fans or air conditioning running right now in the house to like circulate air. This window next to me is broken, so I can't open it. And so this room is just like this. It's great in the winter because it gets super warm. But right now in the fall, where it's like nice ideal weather outside, upstairs gets really hot, and yeah, I'm not living my best life right now. Warm as hell up here. And so sleeping up here is a little rough. Well, all that to say that sleeping's a little rough up here. A lot of back and forth here. Okay, so where's the next wind thing? Right here? Okay, cool. I'm assuming I'm gonna need this, which is why I went and did this. I don't actually know. Oh. Alright, we gotta go get another blood chalice. We had 20 degrees and it was 13 now. I'm enjoying it. That is nice. Okay, enjoy your nap, Darby. Shower. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I probably deserve that one. No, fuck you! Rude. It's mean. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Just trying to live my best life. Okay, I think we actually need light. I think we need to go back down and grab light. So let's go do that. I think I saw that on the cutscene. And what? This way? Is that really it? No, it was over here. Fish. Get fishing. Should I get fish? I don't have any fish. Do you guys want to fish? You can fish. I don't want to copy other people. How do we fish? Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a.
Janos Audrin?
It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt.
Oh, he's so pretty.
Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I've seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then, what Kain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Janos! No! My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius's staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. but it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
The vampire. He can't beat up like 4 dudes. What kind of vampire is he? You just showed me like 9,000 things and you expect me to go, oh yeah, that made sense. What? Ooh, save. Let's go. Terrible crafting. The sword ain't even straight. You're not even straight. He's more the computer kind of vampire. What? What? Oh, hey, what? Yahoo, hey. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay. So what am I doing with the... Let's just grab another torch and see what happens. Something happened last time, maybe something will happen this time. No. Yeah, there's the wind font there. Alright, we need a way to like activate all of those. Was that it? Let's go. Yeah. What's up, Avery? How you doing, homie? Okay, and then everything goes back up. Which is fine. No, swim up. Oh. There we go. That's what we want. Boom. All right. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. All right, now let's get a torch. Alright. I like how the wind didn't blow the torch out. That was nice of it. Oh, wait, there's more? What the hell? I thought that was like the last thing they wanted me to do. I was wrong. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't. I'm gonna... Oh, I don't think I'm making that. Easy baby game. Easy baby game. No, there's more. Runes? None of the other ones have done this. The hell? That was like way more epic than the others. The other ones were just like, put your hand in. Why is this one like infinitely more cinematic than the others?
Obtain the fire, Reaver.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
Ah, that guy's dead, yo. Okay, let's go save. We got more health. Let's go. Did I really get more health? It doesn't look like I got more. What's up, 91? Waiting. I want to see this part, though. I want to see this part, too. Why is Raziel just staring?
Look at his black heart. How it still beats.
That's Raziel.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Razia. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Razia. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
The subtitle broke. And that rock just appeared. No matter how many people want more Legacy of Kain, a quarter of the voice cast is dead, and they also don't want to replace them with other actors. Also, the people that made Legacy of Kain can't make any more Legacy of Kain, so it's not like it matters. So... Like, none of those people work at Crystal Dynamics anymore. Yeah.
We've been expecting you, little Raziel.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future. For here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
Writer doesn't make a game by themselves, though, and she's given no indication of wanting to help make another. I mean, Amy Hennig has moved on to like 4 different studios since then. She did Uncharted, she did like a bunch of other things. Like, I don't think that she has... I do believe she is done. Time to take Homer out? Okay. Have fun. Ah. Oh no! Double oh no! Oh, not these things.
Do you really think you can save Nosgoth? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Ah, you shot me in the air, you meanie. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Triple uh-oh.
There he is, the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh! Let's go save. Saving's good. I hear violence happening. Violence is funny. Okay, I guess we gotta go get that other one too. Back this way. Good to take the demon out first, then worry about the people. It's gonna hurt. Alright, well, I did it the wrong way. I took the human out. He stood next to me and decided to get his dick ripped off. Not by me, though.
By all that is holy. Return to hell.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay, I didn't want to fight her anyways. That's cool. Well, okay, I was gonna say I'd rather not, but you fucking just run off the ledge. Perfect. Just get some health back and let's go. Oh, right, but I lose my weapon. That's okay. Maybe. It was a horrible decision. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. Like, am I going back to the sanctuary again? Like, all the way back there? They really don't do a great job of... He was like, I'm gonna go get revenge. Where, though? Yeah, is that it? The Seraphim Stronghold has got, like, a dot on it. I think that's it. I think that's where... I mean, he did say he wanted revenge, but that doesn't really tell you where you're going. Or when, for that matter. Or when. Darby time traveling.
You shall not pass.
You got it, pal. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now I can see. Seeing is believing. Since we've done this 5,000 times, we know exactly where we need to go. Okay. Sure. They couldn't make that jump right there more awkward if they wanted to. It is not a great jump. That's that one you have to do like a high jump, and it's very easy to miss that. I'm holding the A button down and we're not moving. Okay. Tentacle Daddy. Didn't have anything to say there. Now he will.
You have failed me, Raziel.
I wonder, Old One. Did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient,
dropped in your lair by Kain. Indestructible for some reason. A durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate. This one thing I readily admit. I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.
The ancient one, or the benefactor, or the old one, whatever they want to call it, you know, he does seem kind of timeless. Like, he always seems to know what's happening regardless of what, like, time period we're in, so it doesn't experience time in the same way that, you know, everybody else in the world does. Time is not a linear line for him. He's not of time, but beside it somehow, yeah.
He thinks he can change his destiny. What a fool.
I got some sort of achievement for killing the 3 demons. I think we could have just run by them. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, hi!
Return to hell.
You know what? I will.
Free your soul, demon. Free your soul, demon.
Bye.
There's one.
Wait, what? I just ran in a circle? Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Guard me, brothers.
Oh yeah, I want to burn shit.
Guard me, brothers.
Free your soul, demon.
Love it.
Guard me, brothers.
All right.
Guard me, brothers.
Free your soul, demon.
Where'd that come from?
Free your soul.
Ah, you fucking prick! Oh, it's ice? Not anymore, you sons of bitches! Oh. I need to... I also need light. Oh. Okay, light's over there. Not.
Over there.
Cool. I like how I'm like standing right in front of him and like I can't hit him. That's fun. I like that. That's fun. Very fun. You must slice everyone's head off? Kinda. Jealous? Would you like for me to slice yours? I'm giving out all my slices for free. Free slices.
Guard me, brothers.
No, I like my head, thanks. How will you ever know, though? How will you ever know? I somehow made a human drown in a body of water. Ow, you piece of shit. I was gonna let you live.
Guard me, brothers. Guard me, brothers.
What's up, Jarrett? How you doing, homie? Get him. Get him.
Seize
Oh.
him.
Why would you open the fucking door? The attack button and the interact button being the same thing is questionable at times, for sure.
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless dread that I had experienced when Janos first presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
So, Raziel, here we are, finally. You have no choice but to confront me now, and I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Sarafan to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave.
Well, that's Malik.
He poses a danger to the circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the time streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose, corrupting everything you encounter?
I admit that I've underestimated you to this point, Mobius. It's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin.
Call back to Blood Omen 1? I guess so, but so is Mobius.
Come to take your revenge, demon.
Back to hell with you!
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Kain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Kain's brood. These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
I'm an unkillable god! Okay, you can stop hitting me. I literally can't swing my sword. Why do they have better range than I do? Why? I have this long ass sword and I'm swinging it like this. Like, you want to swing it like this. Why are you swinging it vertically? Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Oh, I wanted to suck in the blue thing.
Reaver and Zephon fell before my blade, I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
Hey! Where was that? Here? No. Why make them so good at blocking and interrupting if they're gonna give us infinite health? I don't know, to make it a little bit of a challenge, I guess. Here we go. Technically, all swords can drain people of lifeblood. I think they can.
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart?
You'll have to get through us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Kain's blasphemous private joke, and I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Kain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
I saw you said something there, Jarrett. What'd you say here? Just finished a call-in shift from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Tired but doing well. It's a long shift, man. Those third shifts are brutal. What were you locked on to? Okie dokie. We're gonna find Raziel. We're gonna fight ourselves. No? Not yet.
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon.
And here at last was my brother Turel, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Kain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Turel had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Turel would not.
Cool. Can you just like dodge in the direction I'm holding? Like, go to the fuck. Oh my god, man. Like, locking on just fucking sucks. It's awful. Sure. Use your Megazord. This music, like with the like little electronic boops and beeps, reminds me of like if you took away like the orchestration from the background, it'd be like a DOS game. Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. There were so many DOS games that just sounded like random noises. They were just like, it's music. You're like, yep, boops and beeps. Why am I getting old school God of War vibes from this game? Was this influential for early God of War mechanics? Oh. This game controls like ass compared to God of War. No, there's nothing like God of War in this game. Like, absolutely nothing. Other than you could say they're both action adventure games and they have well-told stories. That's where the similarities end. The controls in this game are horrible. This is nothing like God of War. Nothing.
So, vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, vampire. This is where it ends, but you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
What's up, Adam? How you doing, homie? Thanks for the good luck. How's everything going? You know what? I don't think we have a mod in here, so I'll just give Adam a shout out. Adam? Let's give Adam a shout out. You know what? We should also give Avery a shout out. That didn't work because I shouted out too quickly. Let's try again. Let's shout out Avery. There we go. You guys should check out Adam and Avery. They both stream. They're both very entertaining. They're both variety streamers. Avery plays a lot more modern stuff with the occasional retro thing. Adam's all over the place. He speed runs some things. He does challenge runs of games. Like, he's attempting to no-hit Banjo-Kazooie, but he also plays modern stuff. I think he's recently been working on Wukong, doing some speed runs of Super Mario, not Super Mario, Mario Kart World. So they're both very much worth checking out. They're both very much worth checking out. They do their own thing, and it's all fun. Wow, what delightful tracking. This is why you don't fucking lock onto them. Alright, this is just not fun. this is fucking horrible. What even hit me? How did he hit me? This is abysmal. this is just... Thank God you have infinite health, but holy crap. I can't even hit him. He's just sitting here blocking fucking every attack. I can't get out of his way of any attack. He blocks everything. If I'm blocking, I'm basically stun locked into blocking it because I can't let go. His charge up attacks come in too quick afterwards. This is just... This is fucking horrible. Oh, it's so bad.
I renounce you. And so it ends. My history comes full circle. Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Kain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You. Are you enjoying this game? Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it. Was this your destiny for me all along? Trust me. I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twinned soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Kain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Kain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Behind Kain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.
But Kain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
Yes, that's what he just said. that's what he just said. Oh my God, what an abysmal game. What a fucking abysmal game. I can't believe that's the follow-up to Soul Reaver. What the fuck? What the fuck? What a horrible, horrible game. I have definitely played worse than that, but I had lofty expectations of this. Lofty expectations. I really liked Soul Reaver 1. Soul Reaver 1 is not a perfect game. It's very much a Zelda-like game. Even though they kind of came out around the same time, you could definitely see that there's some inspiration from Ocarina of Time in Soul Reaver. You can't tell me for a second that they didn't see Ocarina of Time and make adjustments to their game. You can't tell me they didn't. Soul Reaver 1 has a lot going on for it. It very much, if you've played Ocarina of Time, you would probably like Soul Reaver. You know, it's just got vampires and shit. It's a cool game. It's a cool game. But going from there was a lot of clunkiness and goofiness of Soul Reaver 1. It definitely is not like one of the greatest games, but it's got charm to it, you know? It can be a little bit confusing. There's just a lot of brown hallways everywhere. The game doesn't always do a great job of guiding you and stuff like that, but in Soul Reaver 2, they strip away everything. It's just a linear game. One of the fun things in Soul Reaver is that you kind of have those like Zelda-like moments where you go to a dungeon, you get a tool, and then you can use that tool in the open world to get more, you know, magic and health and other cool items and stuff that are going to help you along your way. They take all of that out of this. There's not a single boss fight in this game. Like, that was a cool thing. The boss fights were gimmicks, but there were boss fights in the original Soul Reaver. Gone. Just gone from this. Like, everything that made the first game fun and amusing is just stripped away from this. It's like that they like made the core of the game and they were told good enough, ship it. Like they didn't have time to like it feels like an incomplete game to me. The overworld is so small and you're just running back and forth the entire time through the same region. It's like it's just a tiny world and you have like a couple dungeons spread out. There's 4 dungeons throughout the entire game. 4, and the fire one is kind of like half a dungeon. It barely feels like anything. The fire where you get the fire Reaver barely feels like anything. Oh my god, this game, and the combat in this is atrocious. Like, your movement is so slow. There are way better playing PS2 games than this that actually feel like good combat. The combat in this is awful. It's got positional targeting, so depending on where you're facing will adjust to like how you're moving. So let's say, for example, the enemy is in front of you, you're standing next to him, and if you hit down in the dodge button, you'll dodge. But if you hit it again, you'll dodge forward, you might dodge to the left, you could dodge to the right, depending on what the enemy does. So you could be trying to get out of the way of an attack, dodge, and then dodge directly into an attack because the enemy shifted slightly, and now your right button no longer does what the right button was doing a millisecond ago. It's fucking awful. And the enemies are faster than you. I was also experiencing some weird kind of like jumping issue where I was jumping and then repressing the glide button and he would just plummet. It's definitely the game that had the issue. My controller works fine. I spent time yesterday messing with the A button thinking like maybe something happened to my A button, and I was using an input reader and I was just hitting the A button. Zero problems. So it's the game that was having the issue. The game also had frame rate issues, though I made an adjustment in NVIDIA control panel. There was a tick box that you could tick, and that cleared it up. I didn't see any of the frame rate issues, but again, that's a problem with the game. I thought maybe that's what was causing my like dropped inputs, but apparently it wasn't. It didn't happen as much today, but it did happen. There are also no settings. There's 0 game settings. Like, you go into there, and I was like looking for like, you know, window mode, full screen mode, resolution, anti-aliasing, you know, motion blur, like standard settings that you have in a game, like graphical settings that you can adjust. Not a single one. There are 0 graphical settings. I don't think I've seen something like that in like 20 years in a game. Like, it's been that long. Even the bare minimum. They didn't even have the bare minimum. Like, Japan, a lot of Japanese companies are still kind of like early to adopt PC ports, so they have very minimal settings in a lot of games. Like Metaphor ReFantazio had like 4 settings, but it had something. They might have not been great, but at least it had something. This had nothing. Nothing. It didn't even have a toggle for VSync. There was no like frame rate toggle. Like, look, the game runs on PC nowadays. You have to jump through hoops to get the older games to run. Legacy of Kain 1 doesn't run well on modern PCs, and neither does 2. I'm assuming Blood Omen 2 and Defiance don't run well either. And so these games run now, and that's great. So if someone wants to experience the games, you can at least do that now without having to jump through hoops. Also, the new textures and stuff that they added to the game look great. They look great. They're similar enough, and they look fine. They look fine. You know, like, I enjoyed that. The old textures don't look horrible in HD either. You know, they don't. They don't. That's like the best I can say about this game. Oh, and not to say, the story's really good. The voice acting and the story in these games are really where these games shine. You know, the original Blood Omen, I don't think was supposed to have a sequel. I think it just did well enough that they were like, yeah, sure, have a sequel. And so they kind of like retcon a bunch of stuff that happens into Soul Reaver to like make it fit in the universe. But they do a good job of like the patchwork that they do. And yeah, there's like callbacks and stuff like Mobius. Some of the voice actors changed, like Kain is not the same dude. I don't think Mobius is the same dude either. So, you know, they don't exactly have the continuity of that, but you know, the characters come back, they do callbacks and stuff, they reference a lot of things. And when you're dealing with time travel and stuff, they sure as hell don't sound like the same person. The Kain in this game does not sound like the Kain from the original Blood Omen. Are you sure? They really are? Because they don't sound like it. Both of them sound different. Kain very much sounds different. Not from Soul Reaver, but Blood Omen. Man, he definitely changed how he delivered lines with Kain. That's cool. That's cool, because he does not sound the same. But, yeah, this, as a gameplay standpoint, this is a massive step back from Soul Reaver 1. Soul Reaver 1's a decent enough game. It's not amazing or anything, but it's a solid game. This one, it's just like they like had like, this feels like very much like this is your like, if this was their first game, I'd go, this is a decent job. They got room to grow. This is such a large regression from the first game. I don't know what they were thinking. Like maybe they had development time cut down. Maybe development costs got cut down. I don't know. But this is such a massive step back from Soul Reaver. It's not a good game. It's not. The storytelling on point, but the gameplay is awful. Just absolutely awful. Some of the puzzles are fun, you know. There's not a lot of guidance in the game about like where you're supposed to go. They kind of like loosely give you a general idea of what you're supposed to be doing, but they don't do a great job of like pointing you in the right direction. The map is basically useless. Ah, man, it's not good. it's such a disappointment. It is such a disappointment. I am like, insane. I was getting like really frustrated at the game at the end of stream yesterday, and like it just continued on today. It's not good. The idea that the Soul Reaver is draining your health the entire time, I guess in some way, like storytelling wise, I think there's like an interesting concept in there. It doesn't drain it fast, but it's annoying that your health is constantly being sapped when you're doing nothing wrong, you know? Like, I don't necessarily find a problem with the mechanic, but fuck me, man. It's not a fun mechanic to have to deal with. We never died throughout the entire game. That never happens. Like, we didn't die in Little Kitty Big City because you can't die in that game. I didn't die in this. I didn't die in this game, you know, which is also weird. I did not die in this. I die a lot. If you guys have seen me play games, I die a lot. I game over a lot. I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that. I never died in this. I never died in this. But yeah, it's not a good game. I would not recommend this to anyone. But thank you for the GGs, guys. To answer your question, Adam, yes, I did play RE2. Hi, Sean. How you doing? I have played RE2 and RE3 on stream. I saw Darby linked it to you. I've played all the Resident Evil games on stream. All of them. I played a mod of RE1 that kind of fused together like the director's cut in the original one, and it added in like a couple of things from the demo that were changed. So yeah, that was really cool. The only one I haven't played on stream was the RE1 remake, but I've played through all the other ones on stream. Every remake, every other game in the mainline Resident Evil. I haven't played any of the spin-off games, and I don't really plan on it. But let's see here. You're getting ready for Legacy of Kain Defiance? No. Am I? Defiance is nowhere near as awful as this. The fight always makes me wish you played Defiance instead. Gonna take a guess and say no. I think Serial's mentioned his absolute love and admiration for Pokemon in the past. He's not a fan. I could be wrong though. Who asked about Pokemon? You play Pokemon? Oh, no. No, I'm not a Pokemon person, Adam. I've never gotten it. I've only played 2 Pokemon games. I've played Yellow and Shield. And there was a moment where like my community kept asking me to play a Pokemon game, so I played Yellow, to get ready for Sword and Shield. And after I played Yellow, I wasn't like, I didn't want to be mean to people. It's not a game for me. I don't care about collecting the cute little creatures, so and then I played Sword and Shield, and that kind of like confirmed to me that Pokemon's just not for me. I had planned on like just going through the series slowly over the years. I think the next one I was going to play was Crystal. There's like Silver and Gold, and then Crystal I think is like the ultimate one of that one. I think kind of like Red and Blue and then Yellow. I don't know. I was going to play through it, but I genuinely don't have a desire to play through it. Not to say I can't be bribed into playing something, but no, I genuinely don't like Pokemon. It's not a game for me. I get why people like it. I don't want to say it's a bad game. It's a bad game for me because it's not something I particularly enjoy. But no, I'm not a Pokemon person. Might not be a good mod, but sometimes I try. So what happened at the end? So everything kind of came full cycle. Raziel thought he was defying fate and trying to push against things, but he was being manipulated the entire time by everyone. And the only person that wasn't really out to get him was Kain. And Kain kind of like delayed the inevitable. So Raziel was supposed to die there, but instead Kain pulls the sword out from inside of him and kind of like delays the inevitable. This one's far more cinematic, too cinematic. Defiance remains my favorite of the series, but Soul Reaver 2 has my favorite lines. Like, look, don't get me wrong. The story in Soul Reaver 2 is like the best thing about it by far. It's a very engaging, entertaining story, and the voice acting's wonderful. I love it. I love it. Someone got stabbed, swirly lights happened, people said things. I mean, that's really what happened. Stuck in the Soul Reaver? No. He was so weakened by the state when his two souls were colliding. His soul was inside Soul Reaver, and he had his soul, and his soul was in Soul Reaver, so they were colliding together, and it was like creating a paradox. So he was going to get eliminated. But when he came back, after Kain removed it, he gets back into the... He comes back in, but Raziel can shift between the real world and the spirit world, and because he was weak, he went back into the spirit world and saw that even though Kain had removed the sword, his other soul, the Soul Reaver, was still part of him. His fate is inexplicably entwined, his twin soul thing. And so he can't escape his fate no matter what. That is a little silly and convoluted. Kain has just reformed Soul Reaver with the Raziel soul in it. No, he still has his soul. He's got both of them. That's what the ending just said there. He was just like, and my twin soul is still part of me. Kain just removed the sword from him. Or is there another soul inside Soul Reaver as well? Because then that would make 3, because he still has his, and his is inside the Soul Reaver. I don't know. It's dumb. Raziel killed Raziel with the sword that was already bound to him. Oh, okay, so he takes the soul from Raziel, and that's how it ends up in Soul Reaver. He takes Raziel's soul that ends up in Soul Reaver. This was all supposed to be in Soul Reaver 1. I mean, I would get that, but that doesn't make it a good game. Defiance has you play as Kain and Raziel, right? If you're looking for a satisfying end, you won't get it there either. Defiance is the next and last game. No, there's Blood Omen 2. I'd want to throw the game at that point. It leaves so many questions unanswered. So this game technically ended to be continued. Legacy of Kain Defiance will be on PS Plus September. Oh, okay. They're remastering it? Game settings are like an unwritten law for games. Give us choice. Yeah. Defiance, Soul Reaver, Blood Omen, Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2. Oh, I'm going to play Blood Omen 2. I'm going to play all of them. Defiance is probably the best of them out of the box. Kain and Mobius are the same guys. Kain's always voice. Blood Omen and Defiance every game. He's one of those voice actors I recognize when I hear him. Defiance works out of the box mostly because it's DirectX 9, which is mostly supported with newer versions. The ending reveals the Soul Reaver is Raziel's own destiny-bound soul. Kain's refusal to let him be absorbed. Whose fate can be changed. That's the big turning point, defying Elder God's grand design. We don't know who the ones that are manipulating them. Apparently there's somebody else manipulating them from the beyond. Like whoever's sending in the demons and stuff. It's not Mobius and it's not Kain. They thought it was due to like Kain and what he was doing, but he finds out that it's not, and it confirms that there is some greater beings out there manipulating things. I crashed out for the first time in many years facing Renoir and Old Lumiere on Expert. It's not too bad, you'll get it. You just stick with it. Just stick with it. Soul Reaver 2 is 8 and Soul Reaver 1 is DirectX 6. Neither of those are even remotely supported. Story's great, enemies are easy, music was not very good either. Yeah, the music was not very good. I did not enjoy the music in it. Or am I going to play? At some point I'll play through Defiance and Blood Omen 2. Just not right now. Watching this made you want to play Defiance again? Let's play Defiance next. No, I'm good. Yellow was extremely broken because I believe that was the only one where you could start off with Pikachu. He was extremely broken. I don't know. I know like 2 Pokemon. It's also part of the sword. That's the paradox problem. They keep duplicating Raziel. Right, there's like 3 souls of Raziel now. Pikachu at even level 50 would immediately wipe out most of the fights. They didn't balance them well. Blood Omen 2 is between Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Blood Omen 2 cancels itself out, or 2 Defiance. What's up, Ebony? That's a shame. Unbalanced game is just not fun. I don't know. Pokemon just isn't my jam. Pokemon just isn't my jam. It's not something I have ever really gotten into. The games, I mean, Pokemon did not really offer much of a challenge, and that's not always what I'm looking for. Sometimes it's nice to have easy games. It's just, I don't care about the cute creatures, and that's the biggest draw point, is to like collect and get the creatures. I like more story-based things. There's barely a semblance of story in Pokemon. You know, it's fight the trainers, get to the end, fight your rival, and I mean, there's not much going on there. And I like having a party with character development and stuff like that, and you don't get that in Pokemon. And I don't want to collect my party members. It's one of my big problems with like the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games, especially Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei, by and large, you don't have party members. Your party members are just the monsters you collect. And I want character development, you know. I want party members. I want to talk to people. And so that's where Pokemon falls like really short for me, is like I want like some entertaining story and stuff, and there's barely that in Pokemon. It's there, just doesn't exist much. And yeah, it just doesn't do anything for me. The points that it hits with other people aren't the things that it hit for me. Suggestion for you, pass on Suikoden. I don't have any plans to play Suikoden, Avery. I've played Suikoden multiple times over the years. I've never played it on stream, and maybe one day I will, but I have zero plans to play it anytime soon. I like Suikoden. I like 1 and 2 are really good games. They're really fun. I love the fact that you can like recruit like 200 different people and you get to like build your castle and stuff like that. No, the remaster looks fine. You don't think the remaster looks good because you don't like those like cleaned up sprites, or the cleaned up, yeah, the clean sprite look with the sprites. I get it. It doesn't bother me at all. That doesn't bother me. The game is still the game. Graphics help make a game, but it doesn't bother, like that literally doesn't bother me. It literally doesn't bother me. I've played enough RPG Maker games. A lot of RPG Maker games do that, where they have very like clean sprites, but like the character sprites and the enemies are still like regular sprite work, but they have the smooth smooth sprites, the smooth drawn, like hand drawn look of stuff. That's never bothered me. That's never bothered me. What's more jarring is when you have the sprites in like the 3D-ish world, like 2.5D, like in the Star Ocean 2 remake. That one to me is a bit more jarring. That one to me is a bit more jarring. What's happening in the Suikoden one looks fine to me. Literally had to close to 0 health, and he wiped me at the last minute. I was just like, I'll come back to this another day. You'll get it. See, you're already at the end, dude. You're already at the end. I hate when the background sprites don't match. Yeah. What's next? You'll see. Reminds me of Pokemon Nintendo suing Power World. It has catch 'em all with people instead of Pokemon. What has a catch 'em all? Oh, Suikoden? Yeah, Suikoden does. Yeah. No, I like Suikoden. I've played Suikoden 1 multiple times. I played it a few times on the PlayStation when it got re-released on the PS3. Like, you know, they were releasing the classics and stuff. I immediately bought Suikoden 1 and 2 when they came out and replayed them. And then right before I started streaming, I played them again. I love Suikoden. But it's not, Suikoden is not Pokemon. It's 100% not Pokemon. It's actually got characters in it. You know, there's a story going on there that's actually engaging. Suikoden is actually a fun game, and it's not Pokemon. I would never call a Suikoden Pokemon because you're not going into battle and recruiting people. You do that maybe like once or twice where you like fight people and recruit them, but you're not like capturing them, you know? It's not Pokemon. You're just like recruiting people for your army. Suikoden is not Pokemon. In fact, if anything, Nintendo stole their idea from Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei's been around way longer than Pokemon, like a decade longer. Shin Megami Tensei came out for the NES, and there was monster recruitment in that one. If anything, they stole their idea from Atlas. like Pokemon stole their recruitment and building thing off of Atlas. Instead of stealing demons to fight for you. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei's been around for a really long time. Yeah. Yeah, that and who knows? I mean, there might have even, that's the first one that I know of, but there might be other games out there before Shin Megami Tensei. The first one's called Megaten, I think. I think the first one's called Megaten 1 and 2. They didn't become Shin Megami Tensei until, I think, maybe the Super Nintendo. I think the first game's called, like, Megaten. Yeah, Megami Tensei. Yeah. Yeah. Right. But yeah, those were around like a decade before Pokemon. Pokemon came out in like the mid to late 90s, like 97, 98, something like that. And Shin Megami Tensei was around, or Megami Tensei was around in like 85 or something like that. 87. Okay, there you go. Yeah, pretty much a decade. So, yeah. So, Pokemon definitely stole from Megaten. Absolutely. Absolutely. No question about it. No question about it. So, if Nintendo's getting angry, all Sega has to do is be like, hey, this franchise we had a decade before you, we're suing you and we're taking all your Pokemon money. Because apparently you can copyright taking monsters. Suikoden 1 was 95, but Suikoden is not the same thing. It's disingenuous to say that Suikoden is the same as Pokemon. It's not. They're not the same sort of genre. Megaten and Pokemon, definitely not Suikoden. And I'm not just trying to say that as like a fan. They're very different games. Very, very different. Fun question. Did you ever do duels with your friends? No, I've never played Pokemon stuff. Did you not? I don't think you heard me earlier. I'm not a Pokemon person, man. I'm not a Pokemon person. I never have been. When Pokemon came out, I was in high school. When Pokemon came out, I was in high school. And I was trying to be an adult, right? Pokemon came out and it was geared towards kids. It was geared towards kids. And I was like, I'm not a kid. I'm an adult. I like cool adult things like boobs and violence and drugs. I drank. I did drugs. I skipped school. I got into a lot of fights. I was not a Pokemon person at all. I was the furthest. Pokemon was the furthest thing from my mind. I definitely watched without realizing it. Watched anime. I had no idea what anime was in high school, but I did watch it. Like I was watching like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. But no, Pokemon was like the cute little kid thing. You know, I was not. I was not at all. Pokemon was not on my radar. My buddy my buddy would go to like stores and steal Pokemon card packets, and to uh card shops, and he would like pay me for like gas money with Pokemon cards that he pawned. But that's the closest I ever got to Pokemon cards. I was like, they got Pokemon cards? And he was like, yeah, they're worth a lot of money. Some of them are worth a lot of money. And I was like, all right. I mean, if you're going to give me gas money, cool, man. I'm not going to argue. Sure, 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 do it. Go for it. I don't give a shit how you get your money. I was about 8. It was cool. I know a lot of people liked it. There's a reason why a lot of people liked it. It's like Harry Potter. Like I was just at the wrong age for that thing to like hit with me. Like Harry Potter came out like not long after Pokemon and Kid Wizard thing. Like I didn't give a shit about that. Like it was like beyond it was for kids. I was not a kid. I was trying to prove beyond prove that, like I'm an adult, Like, I'm the angsty teenager. I've got like pimples all over my face, four unkempt, facial hairs sticking out in like directions. Yeah, I was wily and unkempt, and yeah, I was trying to be an adult. So no, like the cute like kid things, they've never been for me. I get why people like it, but the cute kid stuff has never really had a big appeal. I can look at cute things and be like, damn, that's cute. Like Little Kitty Big City. I keep talking about it. It's a cute game. I played that because I thought you all would enjoy it, not necessarily because I thought that I would enjoy it, I was born in 97. Great year, Ebony. Great year. I was reading many novels, watching anime and cheesy TV shows. Nice. I got my driver's license in 98. Nice. I cared about Harry Potter in so much as whether I could recommend this to younger cousins. I found better series to recommend them instead. I get why people like Harry Potter. I get it. I get it. Fuck J.K. Rowling, but I get it. I get it. Outcast kid finally finds something that can allow him to be part of something. He finds friends and stuff. Like there's something to want there. Gives you a little bit of hope for yourself. There's some positivity in there. All right. I don't think that they they did. We still miss like a bunch of achievements for Soul Reaver 2. Missed like a handful. They're just like little challenges. Listen to Ariel's hints. There were hints. There were hints. God, no, Captain Underpants over Harry Potter any day. It was humorous. I've heard of Captain Underpants. Aren't they like making a Captain Underpants movie? You can go back to her and get advice throughout the game. Oh, they are? Yeah. I thought that they were. I thought I had heard that. I think I used to read Captain Underpants to my nieces when they were kids. So, yeah. I'm at least somewhat familiar. Little short books. They were cute. They were definitely cute. Here we go. This may or may not work well. We'll find out. I do know that I have to make some adjustments here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we're about to go into 4:3 mode. So we got to zoom in the camera. Get ready for big cereal. Big-er cereal. Let's see here. And what is it? It's, is it this one? It is. We adjust that. Volatile. There we go. Oh, we got to change the stream title here. Got to change up the stream title. I think I spelled that right. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Well, this may work. It may not work. I should have tested this out before we started streaming, but I didn't.